Hello, everybody. I'm Madame Sensei. I teach Spanish, French, and Japanese out here in the beautiful Pacific Northwest, and I love to do a lot of experimenting, and I'm experimenting with the Harvard Project Zero thinking routines. If you want to help me work through these, ping me at studio-nemo.com, the Duolingo Educators Network, or the Minecraft Education Ambassadors. And today we're still digging deeper into ideas, but now we're on the second column, making headway. Again, this is located at pz.harvard.edu/thinking-routines. Again, we're digging deeper into ideas, but Harvard Project Zero really likes this one because they've also put it in perspective taking and in considering controversies, dilemmas, and perspectives, and in generating possibilities and analogies. And I'm only going to put it in the one time. We don't need to have 15 different videos on the same thing. So this is Option Diamond. It's a routine for exploring the tensions of decision making. You know what? I don't do this one in the target language very often. I do it in English because we have a lot of big events that we put on at my school. We're planning a big event like our multicultural festival right here, where there's a lot of moving pieces. There's a lot of different classes involved. There's a lot of colleagues involved. Sometimes we do a Fête de la Lumière. In February, we take over the school in the evening, and we have a bunch of glow-in-the-dark games, and we have every single club involved. So, some clubs will have like a glow-in-the-dark ping pong ball toss. Some clubs will make like cupcakes with fluorescent frosting. We'll put them under black lights. And Japanese, we like to do highlighters and teach students how to write shodo. But then we put it under black light and it looks really cool. And like the film club is showing a film, and the drama students are doing a murder in the dark, and it's super fun. But there's a lot of moving pieces that my students need to plan what the whole school is going to do. So the main thing to remember is that this Option Diamond, the corners are not supposed to be yes, no, and good and bad, okay? They're not supposed to be option one versus option number two. They're supposed to be the pluses and minuses that pull people in opposite directions. If you're going to try to do this in the target language, there's going to be some explicit grammar that you have to teach your students, okay? So the pop-up grammar lesson, or you usually do the grammar translation method, or you usually do the audiolingual method and you're looking at transformation drills, or you're dabbling in community language learning and you're dissecting a scripture class wrote, or you're working straight out of your textbook. Your students are going to need the sentence frames of I prefer, it would be better if, but what if. They may need subjunctive tense, they may need crazier tenses, but, let them speak as plainly as they need to. When you're teaching literature, culture, history, art, something about music or food, I would suggest that you look at a problem in your community or school that students want to debate. And because I find if it's really concrete, the students don't shy away from the cognitive demand of this, okay? There's a high cognitive demand in this one. So like, for example, the PTSA wanted to bring donkey basketball to the school. And I think also the seniors wanted to do it because they were going to get money from it for their big senior party at the end of the year. And there were members of the community that heard about this and really blew up about it. And the students were very much looking forward to it, but the community was pointing out all the animal cruelty. And so in the end, we weren't able to do it. I don't know. I was neutral, but in the end, the school wasn't able to do it because of the community outrage that happened. But the students really were in a good position to debate it. And they were willing to tackle the cognitive demand of trying to debate it in the target language. But anyway, having something that the students felt some agency over, even though in the end it wasn't the students' decision at all, that worked out really well. Just the students feeling like they had some ownership, some stake in the argument was good. In our next episode, we're going to talk about options explosion. Slightly different title, different technique. Hope to see you there.